In November/December of 1941, Hitler ordered the formation of 4 Wehrmacht legions. The 4 legions were Turkistan, Caucasian-Mohammedan, Georgian, and Armenian. This video focuses on the latter of the 4, the Armenian division of the Wehrmacht. Although Germany stated the Armenian people as being Aryan, Hitler himself distrusted them, stating the following: "I don't know about these Georgians. They do not belong to the Turkic peoples. I consider only the Muslims to be reliable. All others I deem unreliable. For the time being, I consider the formation of these battalions of purely Caucasian peoples very risky, while I don't see any danger in the establishment of purely Muslim units. In spite of all declarations from Rosenberg and the military, I don't trust the Armenians either." Other members of the German political scene and/or of military power considered the Armenians not to be Aryans, considering them to be Levantine traitors similar to the Jewish people. This belief was held by many of the Germans in power at the time. Hitler distrusted the Armenian Legion, as well as many Eastern European divisions, because they were peoples from the Soviet Union. The 812th Battalion. Members of the Armenian Revolutionary Federation, otherwise known as Dashnak, were unhappy with the loss of the short-lived Republic of Armenia, as many of the people from the Republic would either be murdered, imprisoned, or expelled by the Soviets. On December 30th, 1941, in an attempt to fight Turkey's anti-Armenian politicking, a few Dashnaks entered into negotiations with Berlin, agreeing to the participation and the formation of a military legion. The 812th Battalion would be trained and led into battle by the SS and the SD. Most of the soldiers inside of the 812th Battalion Legion were taken from the Red Army, POWs who chose to fight for the Germans instead of being put through the tortures of the Nazi POW camps. The commander of the unit was given to former Defense Minister of Armenia, Drastamat Kanayan, who was among the minority of the Legion who had volunteered to join. He joined with the hope that they would be able to free Armenia from the control of the Soviet Union. The 812th Battalion joined the Einsatzgruppen in the invasion of the Crimean Peninsula, as well as the North Caucasus. The 812th Battalion would be used as police units for internal security duties inside of the occupied territories. They would be given the duty to round up the Jews, as well as other undesirables, and organize death marches to the concentration camps. The amount of men inside of the division varies from source to source, but here's the main 2. According to Joris Versteeg, the total number of Armenians in the Wehrmacht was around 33,000 men, 14,000 of which being placed inside field battalions and another 7,000 serving in logistical and non-combat units. Other sources, such as Christopher Elisby, say the number of men inside of legions and replacement battalions are much closer to 11,600, including the following divisions. Big thanks to Anzio for the help in translating and locating our sources.